What's good, Vonnie Gang? It's your boy Vonnie. Welcome back to another video. Make sure in today's video you do not skip. Watch the entire video, especially my young dogs, because I'm literally finna help you turn your life up and go to the next level. So yeah, make sure you watch through the entire video. If you do need help with anything I talk about, feel free to hit me on the ground. You don't have to, because everything I'm finna say on here is literally, it's enough. But if you do need help, text me on my gram, I got you. Off the rip, I'm gonna start by saying this: you literally need to create a goal. Create a goal for yourself. I'm not saying have your whole life planned out, but you definitely should know when you wake up, what's your goal that week, what's your goal that month. And you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't. I seen somebody on somebody on Instagram clowning. They calling they bro, and they, you know, the homie, he might be on the same thing every week, every month. Every time you call him, he just always doing the same shit. So you don't want to be froze like that. Nigga say you froze, nigga. Every time I call you, nigga, you on the same shit, nigga, you froze. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be froze out here. So make sure you create your goal. Whether you write it down in a notebook or put it on your pad on your iPhone or just install it in your brain. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you probably heard it before, but if you aim at nothing, you hit nothing. And that shit true, man. So after I'm dive straight into it, we gonna start with credit. You literally need to run your shit up, and especially if you're a young dog, like you about 18, 19, 20. I'm young too, but that's a good age. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, this goes all the way up. If you 30, 40, this shit still gonna work for you. What I would do, now you're gonna need some bread, man. I'm not saying you need a lot, but you definitely gonna need some bread. You can also do this for the free too. You know, however you want to get your money. I would recommend though starting with at least $200. But if you're trying to juice your shit up quick and go to the next level, you want to start with $2,000. I would start with $2,000. But if you're just trying to get this shit and trying to test shit out, and you know what I'm saying, then you can start with $200. But if you're really trying to turn up, start with $2,000. Now, you need to choose a bank. You know what I'm saying? I don't personally recommend Capital One only because they strict on younger people. Now, I could be wrong. Somebody watching this video probably like, man, I got Capital One and they juice me up, you know. But for me, personally, Capital One ain't never really fought with me like that. I feel like just on the age and the history, it takes way longer to build history, I think, with Capital One. So I would choose a different bank, whether it's Navy Fed, goddamn Chase, goddamn whoever. You know what I'm saying? Bank of America, whoever, man. Choose a bank, stick with them forever. Make sure your direct deposit, all your bread, make sure it's going to that account. And now what you want to do after that shit's already doing that, you want to go and get you a secured. Now, I'm going to talk about multiple things. So if you already have all this, keep listening. But you want to go get you a secured credit card. You want to put at least $200 on it. But I would put like $2,000. You want to go get you a secured credit card. Every bank damn near offers a secured credit card. Don't forget that name, secured, not unsecured, secured. A secured credit card, you put your own money into it and it builds credit. So I would take that $200 to $2,000, I'll put it in a secured credit card and make sure I'm banking with them though. So if I'm using Navy Fed, I'm gonna go give me a Navy Fed secured credit card. I'm gonna make sure all my deposits are going into that bank account. I'm gonna make sure all that. I'm gonna let that secure credit card, after I get it, I'm gonna let it sit for a couple months. Let that bit report. You know, you could use that motherfucker, swipe it a little bit, but never go over, I would say about 13%. Don't ever go over that. You dig what I'm saying? Especially if you're using lower amounts. You know what I'm saying? If you're using fucking 10% of your 200, why? You know what I'm saying? You might as well just leave it at zero. So never you use over, I would say about 10, 12%, 13 maybe, you know what I'm saying? Don't go over 20 though, that's for sure. And make sure that balance is always at zero before the statement closing date. So pretty much just before the month is over, just make sure you pay that motherfucker back. You dig what I'm saying? After you do that, you're gonna let it sit. You're gonna let it sit about, now this ain't no overnight play. I always tell y'all boys that none of this shit no overnight play. So don't think you finna get rich quick. You're gonna get rich. You finna turn up and get more bread than your peers, nigga. But that shit ain't no overnight play. So make sure you let that secure credit card sit about at least 3 months, dog. I would say 3, but if you really trying to let it marinate, because with this credit shit, you gotta let that shit marinate. I would let that bitch sit half the year, 6 months. Now, for 6 months, I've been grinding. I've been, my bank account been in the positive, you dig what I'm saying? I've always got a good balance on there. I'm grinding this shit out 6 months. Now, I'm gonna go and apply for an unsecured credit card. You dig what I'm saying? An unsecured credit card. So, this is no longer your money, it's the bank money. They gonna give you a set amount that they trust you with. So if you did what I said, you're most likely, especially if you're going through a credit union like Navy Fed, you're getting at least 10 racks. Now, obviously, don't quote me on that, but you're getting at least, if you do what I just said, especially if you put $2,000 on a secure credit card and all your direct deposit been going through there and all that, you're easily, fuck all that 10K shit. You're getting at least 25K. You get $25,000 on an unsecured card. You dig what I'm saying? Now with that $25,000 unsecured card, nigga, we young, it's time to take risk. You dig what I'm saying? I know a lot of these lame man niggas probably be in the comments like, hey man, this bad fun. Man, whatever. This is for my dogs who trying to get to it. You dig what I'm saying? After you get approved for that $25,000 unsecured credit card, now, remember I told you, you have to write down or at least create a goal, whatever. And I hope you made a goal that's gonna make you some money. So after you already wrote down your goals months ago, right? So for 6 months, let's say you was planning your ideas and what you wanted to do. And now the 6 months passed, you know, you fully knowledgeable in the field you're trying to go through. Now you have that $25,000 credit card, right? Now, don't go blow that shit on designer, Amiri, Dior, all that extra shit. Because you're literally going to be able to buy that right soon. You dig what I'm saying? Of course, go treat yourself. I always tell folk, you know what I'm saying? If you need that, if you want that whip to motivate you or that goddamn them shoes, you know what I'm saying? Just go get it so you can feel it. And I feel like I learned that years ago. Steve Harvey said that. I was listening to some Steve Harvey shit. He like, man, sometimes you just, I don't know it verbatim, but he said something along the lines of, sometimes you just gotta go buy you something expensive, you dig what I'm saying? So it can motivate you, so you can feel it, because a lot of times in life, we grind, and we never treat ourselves, so we lose sight of what we even trying to work for. You dig what I'm saying? Now you have that credit card that can fund your business, because you gotta think all this shit is about funding your business to take you to the next level. Now you have that money to get all the equipment, and you know you're finna make money from whatever your idea was, so you're literally gonna be able to pay that credit card back tenfold. You gotta start believing in yourself. You dig what I'm saying? Because nobody out here gonna believe in you. You tell bro what you trying to do, you tell bro that you got this plan, or you tell the older folk at work, oh, I'm trying to, all they gonna do is knock it. So keep a lot of plans to yourself and go crazy. You dig what I'm saying? Worst case scenario, you try, you fail, and you still did what most niggas would never do, what most niggas too scared to do, too lazy to do. You know what I'm saying? You made it happen. You dig what I'm saying? Hope y'all listen to what I'm saying though. And everything I told you is real game that I used that took me to the next level. You know what I'm saying? This shit definitely possible, man. This shit all definitely possible. Whatever you're good at, man, if you want to teach people to do it, that's how you make some extra cheese, man. Easier said than done, but I'm telling you, man, you work towards some shit every day for 3 months straight, you're gonna see progress. Like I said in one of my videos, if you go to the gym all year long, every day, and you was consistent, you're gonna see progress. It's inevitable not to see progress, so you gotta start treating your goals that way, man. You know what I'm saying? You work towards your goal or whatever it is, or you're trying to learn something every day, it's inevitable that you don't make, but you're literally gonna make progress. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't trying to end up like somebody, man, do the opposite. Everything they doing, do the opposite. I always enjoy talking to y'all boys though. I feel like talking to my dogs on here. Every time I hop on here, y'all be hitting me in my DM saying, bro, thank you, big brother. It's like, nah, y'all don't call me big, bro.